Suspended public protector Mkhwebane has promised to release evidence tomorrow after she accused several ANC members of attempting to extort bribes. Now she claims that her impeachment inquiry chair is among those who allegedly asked for money to influence her fitness into office hearing, that is. Let's unpack this further now with Accountability Now Director, Advocate Paul Hoffman. Advocate Hoffman, we have a number of things on the go in this matter. Let's first start with this. At this point, there's no telling how much longer this inquiry is going to last. At the same time, we're dealing with an end of term in October of the current public protector. What else needs to be happening right now?
Sorry, Kathy, the line is not as good as it could be. What outcome did you say? I just didn't get your last phrase.
So what I was saying is we're also looking at an end of contract in October for the public protector. So what else needs to be happening now before we get into the nitty-gritty of this matter and where it stands?
Well, the public protector is appointed for a fixed term of 7 years, and as you point out, that ends in October. But whether or not she is going to get any pension entitlement will depend on whether or not she is found to be a fit and proper person to be a public protector. So the fact that she is no longer in office at the month of October is going to make very little difference one way or the other. You can rest assured that all of the appeals and reviews and further appeals and rescission applications that she has lurking up her sleeve will take this matter several years down the line beyond October this year. So it's neither here nor there that October is coming, except that we will get a new public protector when her term of office expires.
The difficulty, of course, is that you begin that process while this is still ongoing. Unfortunately, it just creates a cloud over the office of the public protector.
Yes, I'm afraid the cloud is over the head of Advocate Mkhwebane. It's not over the office of the public protector at all. She was smuggled into office by Jacob Zuma to do his bidding, and she was protected initially by the ANC caucus in Parliament. Accountability Now had occasion to complain about her as long ago as January 2017. She had hardly got into office when it was clear from the way that she was comporting herself that she was A, not honest, and B, not competent. And we drew that to the attention of Parliament at the time, and Parliament did absolutely nothing about it. So they are now reaping their own harvest.
Is it then fair to say that she was smuggled into office by the former president when it was an open process? And as you say, ultimately that responsibility rests with Parliament. Parliament is the one that made that recommendation.
Yes, it is true that it was Parliament, but the President made it seem as if he wanted Judge Desai to be the next public protector, and that's how the smuggling took place.
Today we find ourselves with this back and forth over these allegations of bribery in this matter. I think it adds even more to the chaos that has unraveled during this inquiry.
Yes, I suppose when all else fails, call in the cavalry in the form of your husband to see whether he can add to the chaos, which is exactly what has happened.
One certainly gets the sense, however, that this inquiry, by and large, is veering away from doing what it was set up to do. Does that concern you, that it has been preoccupied with so many other matters that are around the actual investigation, but not the focus of what this inquiry is about?
Yes, it is a great pity, and I think that the notion of having a huge committee like this one determining the fate of a public protector who's accused of incompetence or of dishonesty will have to be looked at again in the future. This matter has not been made any easier by the fact that instead of simply trying to put up her defense, the public protector has chosen to embark upon a Stalingrad strategy by all sorts of parallel litigation, applications for recusal made to the chairman and also to Milam MP, who is an opposition member, and really very difficult to divine exactly on what basis a recusal should be allowed. The court has now given leave to appeal to the Supreme Court of Appeal in relation to the recusal application, and that will be a further delaying factor because whoever wins in the Supreme Court of Appeal will want to take the matter further. And so we will see that aspect of the matter trundling its way through the courts at a very slow pace, well beyond October this year.
Advocate
It is
Hoffman,
a very unfortunate situation.
It's also quite clear that you don't have much regard for the public protector or the suspended public protector.
Anybody who has read the judgments about her, which the evidence leaders have placed before this committee, and anybody who has made an assessment of the way in which her defense has been conducted in this impeachment procedure cannot think of her as a wronged woman or as a fine example of public service to South Africa.
Advocate Paul Hoffman, he is the Director of Accountability Now.